Buried deep within the sands of deserts and the gray pages of history lies the tale of a vast nation. They were no ordinary people. Rather, they were a colossal and powerful civilization, towering like mountains. Their cities were marvels of architecture, whose grandeur and beauty surpassed even the imagination of their era. But how pride and accumulated arrogance can plunge a prosperous civilization into the abyss of destruction is vividly exemplified by the people of Ad. Let us step into the breathtaking story of the rise and fall of this mighty nation as mentioned in the Qur'an. After the great flood of Prophet Noah, alayhi wasalam, when the earth had found peace again, humanity awakened with renewed determination. They were born with faith in the one and only Creator. These early humans were strong, with bodies as vast as mountains and possessing immense power. Their city architecture was awe-inspiring. The beauty and grandeur of their construction surpassed even the imagination of their era. Yet, generation after generation, arrogance and pride took root among them. Their hearts grew as hard as stone. Once again, humans began shaping idols with their own hands and bowing before false gods. Truth was buried, forgotten, and history seemed to repeat itself. Eventually, the judgment of the most merciful Allah descended. When Prophet Noah's peace be upon him, Ark landed near modern-day Iraq, those who had survived the Great Flood began dreaming of rebuilding their lives. They settled in the fertile surrounding lands, working tirelessly to revive Babylon once more. The descendants of Noah's sons, Ham and Shem, established settlements in this fertile region. Over time, Shem's descendants journeyed south from Babylon and eventually settled in the Arabian Peninsula. According to historian Ibn Khaldun, the first Arab king of the Yad nation was Adnan, son of Shem. His people lived in the Al-Akaf region, which lies between modern Amman and Hadramaut, a vast sea of sand. He is said to have lived for 120 years, though another account mentions 300 years after his death. His three sons, Sadad, Sadid, and Iram, successively ascended the throne, carrying forward their father's legacy. In the Qur'an, Al-Akaf refers to a vast desert of approximately 300,000 square miles, today known as Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter. This land was once inhabited by the Ad, one of the most powerful, wealthy, and influential civilizations of their time. According to Imam al-Qurtubi, there were 7 generations between Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, and the people of Ad. Though the exact years are unknown, it is certain that over this long period, humanity had forgotten the oneness of Allah. In my series, Story of the Man, Episode 3, I described how the people of Noah, under the temptation of Satan and his followers, created 360 idols. The generations after the flood once again turned toward idol worship, recreating the idols their ancestors had once venerated. The Ad repeated the same mistakes. Among the deities they worshipped, the primary ones were 3 idols: Sada, Herat, and Al-Haba. The Ad had divided into 13 powerful tribes who settled on the fertile sands of Al-Akaf. Their lives were filled with abundance, gardens, and grand palaces. Their land was among the greenest and most fertile in the region. Imam al-Qurtubi writes that the people of Ad were tall and extraordinarily strong. According to Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, their average height was about 45 meters. Later, Allah reduced their height to 27 meters. Because of their colossal size, the Ad are often described as giants. Wahab ibn Manabi described their strength. Their heads were like massive domes, and a single blink from their eyes could send wild animals fleeing. Their noses were enormous, and their strength was such that they could uproot large trees with their bare hands. The people of Ad were not only physically powerful, they were also intelligent. They built a vast and magnificent empire with cities adorned with palaces atop massive pillars. The beauty and craftsmanship were so extraordinary that Allah mentioned them in the Qur'an. The people of Iram had lofty pillars unmatched by any other city in the world. No contemporary civilization could rival their architectural grandeur, beauty, or opulence. Their buildings touched the skies. They took pride in their creations. Alongside architecture, their land was among the greenest and most fertile on earth. They possessed everything a person could desire. Yet, instead of gratitude, arrogance consumed them. With power came oppression. They used their strength to dominate the weak. It is said they plundered travelers and spread corruption across the land. Then, the most merciful Allah sent a prophet among them, Hud, peace be upon him. According to Ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, Hud was a strong and dignified man. Ka'b al-Ahbar described him as most resembling Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, in form and status. Wahab ibn Manabi writes that Allah granted him prophethood when he was 30 years old. He stood before his people and said, "O my people, worship Allah alone. You have no other deity. Fear Allah and follow me." But their leaders mocked him, saying, "We see you as foolish and a liar." Hud alayhi wasallam replied, "I am not foolish. I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds, sent for your guidance." They sent a delegation to the sacred Kaaba to pray for rainfall. Ka'il ibn Anas led the 70-member delegation. Allah sent 3 clouds, white, red, and black. Ka'il chose the black cloud. A voice declared, "None among the people of Ad shall be spared." The storm raged for 7 nights and 8 days. Only those who had faith alongside Hud alayhi wasallam were saved. Kuljan, who had pledged to follow Islam, was protected by Allah's angels. The storm destroyed everything. Wealth, power, and arrogance all vanished. Only those who followed Allah's blessings and the path of the Prophet survived. Thus, a once mighty nation was destroyed due to their arrogance and evil deeds. This story serves as a lesson for us. With power and wealth comes the need for gratitude, while pride and corruption lead to destruction. In the next video, we will explore how the survivors of this destruction rebuilt civilization once more.